until بداية الجلسة دي we can just speak about the program in general. What is this session about? وهل تحبوا احنا نتكلم بالانجليزي ولا بالعربي؟ اعتقد في زوم وفي اوكي عربي. اوكي في interpretation فنتكلم بالعربي. Generally speaking مش عن هذه السيشن just يعني to keep us doing something useful until Mr. Fredrickson is on board. خلينا نتكلم على السياق العام اللي احنا فيه تاني التنظيمي اللي هو احنا حرصنا عليه. احنا حرصنا على ان البرودكتس المختلفة للجامعة الدول العربية والإسكوا ان هي تكون موجودة معا في اطار واحد في اسبوع واحد، بس بشرط ان احنا نحافظ على خصوصية كل مسار كما بدأ. وبالتالي مش من اول مره هيكون سهل نفهم الاستراكشر، وخاصه لو احنا بعتنا الاجنده متاخر، وده طبعا ممكن نعتذر عليه، ولانه بيحصل كتير في فعاليات عالميه. ويمكن ساعات بعض المنظمات، طبعا بتكلم كله دلوقتي انفورمال، لكن جنرالي في ناس بتحرص ان الاجنده تبقى تتاخر وما لذلك حتى تكون بيرفكت. في سيشنز كتيرة تم التواصل بشأنها في وقت مناسب، وفي سيشنز خدت وقت عبال ما ظبطت البالانس ما بين السبيكرز. لكن جنرالي سبيكينج الأجندة زي ما قلنا احنا عندنا فعاليات متوازية مع الاحتفاظ على خصوصيتها، مش عشان نعقد الدنيا وفي براندز كتيرة، ولكن لأنهم اتولدوا بجيناتكس مختلفة كل مسار من دول. فمثلا موضوع الافتتاحات اللي هنفتتحها النهارده دلوقتي في الثلث ساعة الجاية دي هتكون جلسة منهم لافتتاح مؤتمر معين بقاله مثلا 10 سنين، واحد تاني مؤتمر بقاله 15 سنة، بس بتاعت امبارح كان هو بيبي جديد، فامبارح احتفلنا بميلاد أحدث حاجة وما إلى ذلك. فإحنا تعمدنا ده مش من باب إن نزود يعني سيشنز في غير سياقها. ليه؟ لأن إحنا عارفين تماما إن كل مؤتمر بيتولد وبيتطور الكوميونتي بتاعته تعبت عليه، البارتنرز بتوعه تعبوا عليه، عايزينه يفضل مستمر، سواء اندمج مع غيره في الأسبوع ده أو لأسباب تنفيذية أو غيره اندمج مع آخر مع أحد الإطار الأخرى، أو توقف أو حبوا إنه يكبروه الكوميونتي بتاعه. فبيفضل احنا محافظين على خصوصية كل مؤتمر وكل منتدى اتولد وبقاله 10 سنوات او غيره، انه يبقى له الاوبننج بتاعه وله السيشنز بتاعته وله الكلوزنج. وحتى هتلاقوا الاجنده الاونلاين اجنده مع بتدخلوا على المين هوم مش بتلاقوها يعني واضحه قد ما تدخلوا على كل سيجمنت لوحده. فالسيجمنتس المختلفه دي بنفتتحها وبنعمل لها كلوزنج اكن بالظبط ما فيش غيرها، وبيجي لها ضيوف مخصوص عشانها ما يعرفوش غيرها، ما سمعوش عن الباقيين، بيجوا هيفتتحوا الايفنت بتاعهم في داي 2 لغايه داي 4. anyways this was some kind of sharing ideas. دلوقتي معانا مستر توربيورن و I have to move back to the English, not as a default, not to the Arabic, courtesy for our partner and colleague Torbjörn Fredriksson from UNCTAD. So by now we will start the session. If recording would start, we can start this session recording now. صباح الخير مرة تانية. This is the opening session of the second segment of the Arab International Digital Cooperation and Development Forum in its second edition. Yesterday we have inaugurated the first high-level partners conference on the Arab Digital Agenda, and over 4 sessions targeting different stakeholders, partners, then governments, then multi-stakeholder, multi-sectoral communities, and afternoon there was in the morning ministerial, afternoon there is parliamentarian. So this one started yesterday and it's taking its trajectory even until end of today. But now we are starting adding another layer, another forum, which is very important to all of us. We have seen yesterday an orientation session on the WSIS process, that was developed and delivered by our colleagues in the WSIS Secretariat in the ITU, Ms. Ruth, and her panelists on the WSIS plus or the WSIS during a journey of 20 years, or the journey of 20 years of the WSIS from 2003, 2005 till nowadays 2025 and beyond. And we have also had another orientation session on the global IGF process and beyond. This is on the global level. Naturally, it took place in day one. But today, we are benefiting from the these orientations happened yesterday. We are in good shape now to really start the Arab counterparts of these global processes. The WSIS process at the global level has been translated into the Arab High-Level Forum on WSIS and 2030 agenda. In 2015, the General Assembly Resolution 70/125 asked the regional commissions to continue its role in reviewing the WSIS process that has been taking place from 2005 to 2015. So in 2015 said, let's continue the role of the regional commissions to review the progress in implementing the WSIS and also connecting it more to the 2030 agenda, which was launched in the same round of the General Assembly. So in ESCWA, we came together with the League of Arab States and with ITU and UNESCO at that time, and we started developing a mechanism for the review, later on known as the Digital Development Reviews, where we connect the WSIS with the 2030 agenda. And we launched the forum. The first edition of the forum of Arab High-Level Forum and WSIS and 2030 agenda took place in Beirut, headquarters of the UN, in May 2017. The second edition took place also in Beirut in March 2019. And the third one took place within this hybrid mode of the first edition of the DCDF into 2021. And now this is the fourth edition of the Arab High-Level Forum on WSIS and 2030 agenda in a very critical moment where the WSIS plus 20 is being reviewed in the General Assembly. And this fourth session is a proof of concept on the importance of these linkages and the importance of the collaboration and strong partnership between ESCWA and LES as joint umbrella for this thing. More important on the role of ITU per se on their own and as part of the UN Group and Information Society and as main co-founders of the AHLF. Karim in specific has a great role with us in bringing even UNESCO and other partners. Also on the other side, we made sure that UNCTAD is with us from the beginning, UNDESA, UNDP, and the so-called the five main actors on the UNGIS with our regional commission. And I send greetings to Gitanjali, who blessed all this movement at the regional level. She's heading the Global Secretariat of the WSIS, and she was actively participating in all these things. So we have with us today my counterpart in the region, Mr. Khaled Wali. He will give a quick opening, a welcome note in this ceremony. We will not have other rounds, just the welcome notes. And then we'll go to ITU and then UNCTAD, and then we will read the program of the Arab WSIS or Arab High-Level Forum on the WSIS 2030 agenda on its own in the last 2 minutes. Khaled, your welcome notes.
Thank you, Ayman, for this speech. And I'm looking forward also to cooperating with ESCWA. And thank you for Jordan for hosting this important meeting or event. And I have, you mentioned a lot about the WSIS and how we are going to review. And it's very important nowadays also that we have, as Arab group, to review the WSIS, because there's something that will be summarizing in the end of March this year. And I think we have to do some meetings in the upcoming month to summarize or to have one Arabic revision for the WSIS. And once more, thank you for the ITU. Thank you for ESCWA for this cooperation. I'm looking forward to completing this revision, and it's a process that we have to do with each other, as we did for the GDC through our Internet Arabic group. We have to move forward and to cooperate in order to have a one revision for the Arab group. Thank you once more, and we can add for the ITU.
Exactly. Now, the welcome notes of the ITU, and as I said, thanks to Karim, thanks to Adel and to Gitanjali and Ruth and all colleagues in the WSIS Secretariat. Karim, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. So we've been talking about WSIS. I mean, technically, this is the opening forum for the Arab High-Level Forum for WSIS and SDG, but we've been talking about WSIS since yesterday. And that's due to the importance of this year with the WSIS review, hopefully later on this year. This Arab High-Level Forum, like I mentioned yesterday in my intervention, is a long-standing event that we had the pleasure of partnering with ESCWA. Thanks to Ayman and the team in ESCWA, we've been with this as a core partner for this event since its inception, and so we're happy to continue it to this year. This year obviously is a unique year, given that we're going to be reviewing the WSIS Plus 20 review later on in the year, as well as exploring the linkages with the GDC and hopefully aligning and trying to centralize or coordinate or synergize the two tracks. And so this regional consultation or this regional event is quite important in that regard. And I'd like to seize this opportunity to also invite you to participate in the WSIS Forum, that this year will be the biggest ever WSIS Forum that's supposed to be organized in Geneva from the 7th to the 11th of July later on in the year. And it'll be an important milestone towards the review of the WSIS Plus 20. So I look forward to the discussions in this forum and the regional consultation. And once again, thank you to ESCWA, the League of Arab States, and UNCTAD and the other partners for making this event still alive to today and healthy and hopefully towards bigger and larger events. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karim.
I'm still not sure about which mic goes better with the Zoom and the translation. So the gooseneck, guys, or this mic, this both. You can use it.
Thank you, Ayman, and thank you, colleagues on the panel here. I apologize for arriving a bit late. I was not aware that I was supposed to be in this panel, but I'm happy to be here. WSIS is very close to my heart. Working closely with ESCWA and other partners here in the Arab region is also extremely important for us. So I'm happy to say a few words here. Thank you for including me here and UNCTAD in this context. I think it's important to reflect that the WSIS has mattered a lot during the past 20 years. Many of the things that we're doing together, where we are collaborating together, would not have happened without the WSIS. Remember, WSIS was one of the first ever major global events organized by the United Nations under the stewardship of ITU that really was truly multi-stakeholder. And this has really set a tone for all the future discussions that we are having in the area of digital for cooperation, digital for development in the UN. We have the action lines, which is very important because that helped us to divide who should do what in the UN family. You know, we have so many UN organizations, and digital is important for all of us. There's only one that is really 100% focused on digital, and that is ITU. But all the others have important interest in digital. So it was important to know who should do what and how should we collaborate. And this, the WSIS has really helped. It has created many additional entities. We have the UN Group on the Information Society, where the ITU, UNCTAD, UNESCO, and UNDP are the co-chairs every year. But every year also we have a rotating vice chair, and very often this is one of the regional commissions. So that is important. We have created a partnership on measuring ICT for development, which is to improve the availability of statistics. it's very much work in progress still, but we have improved. We also know who should do what. And the regional commissions, including ESCWA, are all members of the partnership, because that's very important that this happens also at the regional level. In the case of UNCTAD's area, which is really focusing on e-commerce and the digital economy, promoting an inclusive digital economy, we have created something called E-Trade for All, which has 35 member organizations, including all the regional commissions. So that means that ESCWA is playing a very important role. And from UNCTAD's perspective, it's also important to stress that we are supporting the Commission on Science, Technology for Development. I'm very happy that we have the Vice Chair of the CSTD here in the room, Anna. And this is important because the CSTD has the overall responsibility for the follow-up on everything that the WSIS is doing across all areas. That means that the CSTD this year is also playing a very important role in the review of the first 20 years. So I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy that we can be supportive of what's happening here in the Arab world, but we also need you to be present in what we do at the global level in Geneva and elsewhere. So look forward to the continued activities under the high-level forum. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, our long-time partner from UN Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTAD, which is part of the Secretariat. And thanks to Karim, ITU, thanks to UNESCO, UNDESA, others who are not present. And I'd like also to thank the Tunisian government for taking this, the helmet in 2005, which is second phase, and the Tunis Agenda inspirational document that's still alive until today, on which there is a lot of anchor decrees and mandates and programs and initiatives were built on Tunis Agenda. Thanks to the Faisal, thanks to the minister in Tunis. I'd like also to thank the Egyptian administration for taking the helmet of the review in 2015, the so-called WSIS plus 10, and their active role in the WSIS and also in the Arab caucus on that. And without further ado, I'd like to ask my colleague Rami to tell us if this is standalone activity, Arab high-level forum on WSIS and 2030 agenda, the fourth sessions or the first round. Can you tell us how are we designed it this time, given the condensed, let us say, time? We are running it all together in 4 days. We did it before hybridly and on over 8 days. So this time it's a little bit condensed. شغال اثنين.
Okay, thank you, Ayman. Well, actually, the AHLF track is very important in this event. So we have 3 main plenary sessions starting this afternoon with ITU and tomorrow and after tomorrow. And we have 3 workshops. The 3 plenary session, the first one is on infrastructure, regulatory environment in the Arab region. This is led by ITU or managed by ITU. The second one is on digital economy, challenges, opportunities, and global perspectives. This is will be managed by UNCTAD. The third one is on the role of global and regional space sector in advancing digital agenda, our digital agenda, and this is very important now. The topic of this, space sector, geospatial, GIS, etc., and it's going to be managed by our dear colleague from UNOSA. This is for the plenary session. Now, for the 3 workshops, the first will be on also infrastructure, regulatory frameworks. The second workshop on enhancing institutional and individual capacities to achieve the goals of the 2030 agenda. And the third and final workshop in this track will be digital transformation for sustainability and environmental challenges. And this is extremely important for the next edition of the Arab Digital Agenda, because we're going to go into the environmental sector and the footprint of digitization on the environment, and it's going to be managed by our dear colleagues from Sidari, Dr. Hussam Allam and his friends. So this is for the next 2 days concerning the AHLF track.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rami. Thanks so much for all the partners, whether from the UN bodies or the regional bodies. And we will take it from there. And we wish the strong comeback of this AHLF next year through the DCDF. And we see new things coming after 2030 review, or let us say the +20 review. And with this, we conclude the Arab High-Level Forum on WSIS 2030 agenda opening session. We'll take a group photo for this session. As we said, we need really to preserve the autonomy and the identity of these forums for practicalities and for the sake of the communities who belong. Alas, we'll take a photo now, and then we change the seats. I remain Esco and Les, and we will get the champions from the Arab IGF immediately to the stage after the photo. Thank you.